Let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you climbed a flight of stairs and didn't think twice about it? Because for millions of people over 50, that moment is already gone. And the scariest part? They didn't see it coming. It didn't happen overnight. There was no warning. One morning they just noticed. Getting up from the couch took a little extra effort. Walking to the car left them slightly winded. And somewhere deep inside, a quiet fear began to grow. Is this just aging? Or is something really wrong? Here's the truth that most doctors don't have time to tell you in a 10-minute appointment. Your legs are the first thing your body sacrifices when things go wrong. Not your arms. Not your back. Your legs. And when your legs start to go, your balance goes with them. Your confidence goes with them. And eventually, your independence goes with them. The medical community calls it sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. But I call it what it really is. A slow, silent thief that steals your freedom one step at a time. Now here's what nobody talks about. Falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in adults over 65. Not heart attacks. Not strokes. Falls. And almost every single one of them starts with legs that quietly, gradually, stopped being strong enough. But I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to tell you something genuinely hopeful. This is not inevitable. And the solution might already be in your kitchen. Most people think exercise is the answer. And yes, movement matters. But here's what the research is now making crystal clear. What you eat may be even more powerful than how much you exercise when it comes to preserving muscle strength after 50. Your muscles don't just need to be worked. They need to be fed. The right nutrients, every single day, are what determine whether your body rebuilds those muscles or slowly lets them fade away. Today I'm going to walk you through 6 specific foods that directly fuel leg strength, fight inflammation, protect your joints, and keep you steady on your feet, well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. These aren't expensive superfoods. They're not supplements or powders. They're real, whole foods you can find at any grocery store. But here's my promise to you. By the time this video ends, you will never look at your plate the same way again. Stay with me until the very end, because food number 4 surprises almost everyone, and food number 6 might be the most important thing you add to your diet this year. And if you've already noticed your legs feeling weaker than they used to, drop a comment below. You are not alone. And this video might be exactly the turning point you've been waiting for. Let's get into it. Here's something most people don't understand about muscle strength. It's not just about how hard your muscles work. It's about how well they recover. Every single time you walk, stand, climb stairs, your muscles undergo tiny microscopic tears. That's completely normal. In fact, that's exactly how muscles grow. The problem is, after 50, your body's repair system slows down dramatically. Those same tears that once healed overnight now linger. They accumulate. And slowly, what used to be strength becomes stiffness, soreness, and weakness. This is where sweet potatoes become something truly remarkable. Sweet potatoes are one of the richest sources of beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A is absolutely essential for muscle tissue repair. It's like sending a construction crew directly to your damaged muscle fibers and saying, "Get to work." The result? Less morning stiffness. Faster recovery after activity. Legs that feel more willing to move, not like they're fighting you every step. But sweet potatoes do something else that most people completely overlook. They fight chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the hidden force behind most age-related muscle loss. It doesn't announce itself. It just quietly erodes your muscle fibers, year after year, until one day tasks that used to be effortless suddenly feel exhausting. The beta-carotene and antioxidants in sweet potatoes actively push back against that inflammation, protecting your muscles and joints from the inside out. And then there's potassium. Most people think of potassium as the thing that prevents leg cramps. And yes, it absolutely does that. But potassium does something far more important. It regulates every single muscle contraction in your body. Without enough of it, your muscles simply don't fire the way they should. Your balance becomes unreliable. Your legs feel heavy. and your risk of falling quietly increases. Sweet potatoes are one of the most potassium-rich foods on the planet. And finally, fiber. Your gut health is directly linked to how well your muscles absorb protein and key nutrients. A sluggish gut means your muscles are being starved even if you're eating right. The fiber in sweet potatoes keeps your digestive system running efficiently, making sure every nutrient you eat actually reaches the muscles that need it. How to eat them. Roasted with olive oil. Mashed as a side dish. Baked into wedges. Blended into soups. Sweet potatoes are one of the most versatile foods you can add to your weekly routine, and one of the most powerful. I know what you're thinking. Oats? Really? Yes. Really. Because here's something most people don't understand. Muscle weakness isn't always about lack of protein or exercise. Sometimes it's simply about fuel, or the lack of it. When your muscles run low on sustained energy, they fatigue faster. Your legs feel heavy. Your endurance drops. And your risk of a misstep or stumble quietly increases throughout the day. Most of the carbohydrates people eat, white bread, crackers, sugary cereals, give your muscles a quick burst of energy and then abandon them. The crash hits, your legs feel like lead, and by afternoon you're dragging. Oats are completely different. Because of their low glycemic index, oats release energy slowly, steadily, and consistently. They are literally long-burning fuel for your muscles. Your legs stay energized not just for an hour, but throughout your entire morning. Sometimes your entire day. But sustained energy is just the beginning. Oats contain significant plant-based protein, critical for maintaining and rebuilding muscle mass. Without adequate daily protein, your muscles slowly break down. Oats give your body a steady supply of amino acids to prevent that breakdown and keep your legs strong. Then there's iron, the mineral responsible for carrying oxygen through your blood to your muscles. Without enough iron, your legs don't just feel weak. They feel exhausted. Heavy. Like you're walking through water. If that description sounds familiar, low iron could be the reason. And magnesium, perhaps the most underappreciated mineral for leg health. Magnesium controls muscle relaxation. Without it, your muscles stay partially contracted, leading to cramps, stiffness, and that awful nighttime leg spasm that jolts you awake at 2 a.m. Oats are naturally rich in all three. How to eat them. Classic oatmeal with berries and honey. Blended into your morning smoothie. Stirred into yogurt. Baked into homemade energy bars. Oats are cheap, widely available, and one of the smartest daily habits you can build for your legs. Now most people hear avocados and think of guacamole or a fancy brunch. But what if I told you this creamy green fruit holds one of the most overlooked secrets to keeping your legs strong, flexible, and pain-free as you age? Here's what most people miss about muscle strength. Protein gets all the attention, but your muscles need healthy fats just as much. And that's exactly what most of us stop eating enough of as we get older. One of the biggest enemies of leg strength after 50 is chronic inflammation. It builds silently, year after year, until your knees ache, your hips feel stiff, and every movement costs more energy than it should. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind that actively fight inflammation rather than fuel it. These healthy fats keep your muscles relaxed, your joints supple, and your legs moving smoothly day after day. But here's the part that surprises most people. When it comes to potassium, everyone talks about bananas. But avocados actually contain more potassium than bananas. And potassium is the mineral that controls every single muscle contraction in your legs. Without enough of it, your muscles cramp up. Your balance becomes shaky. That heavy, dragging feeling in your legs? Low potassium is often the reason. Avocados also deliver vitamin E, which acts like a protective shield for your muscle fibers. Every day your muscles absorb stress from walking, standing, and movement. Over time that stress adds up. Vitamin E fights oxidative damage, speeds up muscle recovery, and prevents the long-term deterioration that leads to weakness. And there's one more benefit most people never connect to avocados. Circulation. Healthy blood flow is the lifeline of strong legs. When your circulation is poor, your muscles don't receive the oxygen and nutrients they need. You feel tired faster. Your legs feel heavy sooner. The healthy fats in avocados support cardiovascular health and help blood flow smoothly to every muscle in your lower body. How to eat them. Spread on toast instead of butter. Sliced into salads. Blended into smoothies. Mashed into guacamole. The key with avocados isn't how you eat them. It's that you eat them consistently, because daily benefits require daily habits. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful and most underestimated foods for leg strength. And no, it's not a protein powder or a supplement. It's something small, sweet, and sitting in your grocery store right now. Berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Most people treat them as a snack or a topping. But your legs treat them like medicine. Here's why. Every single day, your body produces something called free radicals. Unstable molecules that attack your muscle cells, damage your tissues, and accelerate the breakdown of strength and flexibility. When you were younger, your body neutralized them easily. After 50, that protection weakens, unless you actively replace it. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, some of the most powerful found in any food. These antioxidants hunt down free radicals, protect your muscle cells from damage, and dramatically speed up recovery after any physical activity. That means less soreness the day after a walk, less stiffness in the morning, and muscles that stay stronger for longer. But the antioxidants are just the start. Berries are also among the most potent natural anti-inflammatory foods on the planet. Remember, chronic inflammation is the silent force behind joint pain, stiffness, and muscle atrophy. Berries fight it at the source, reducing the internal inflammation that makes every step feel harder than it should. And then there's vitamin C. Most people think of vitamin C as an immune booster. But for your legs, it plays an even more critical role. Vitamin C is essential for producing collagen, the structural protein that holds your muscles, tendons, and joints together. After 50, collagen production drops significantly. Joints become stiffer. Muscles become more fragile. Tendons lose elasticity. Berries help your body keep producing collagen, keeping your joints smooth, your muscles resilient, and your movement fluid and pain-free. And here's a bonus that goes beyond your legs. The same antioxidants that protect your muscles also protect your brain. Studies consistently show that people who eat berries regularly have better memory, sharper focus, and slower cognitive decline. Strong legs and a sharp mind, from one simple food. How to eat them. A handful over oatmeal in the morning. Blended into a smoothie. Mixed into yogurt. Eaten straight from the bowl as a snack. The more regularly you eat them, the more protection you build, inside your muscles, your joints, and your mind. Now let's talk about a food that might genuinely be the single most powerful thing you can eat for your leg muscles after 50. Salmon. Not just any protein. Not just any fish. Salmon is in a category of its own when it comes to preserving and rebuilding muscle strength as you age. Here's the reality of aging muscles. After 50, your body becomes significantly less efficient at synthesizing protein. That means even if you're eating a decent amount of protein, your muscles may not be absorbing and using it the way they did when you were younger. The rebuilding process slows. Recovery takes longer. And that gradual loss of strength happens faster than most people realize. Salmon provides high-quality complete protein, meaning it contains all the essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild, repair, and stay strong. Every time you eat salmon, you are directly feeding your leg muscles the raw materials they need to keep working for you. But protein is only half the story. Salmon is one of the single richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids on the planet. And omega-3s do something remarkable for aging legs. First, they fight inflammation. The deep, chronic inflammation that stiffens your joints, aches in your knees, and makes every step feel like work. Omega-3s attack that inflammation at the cellular level, reducing pain, restoring flexibility, and making movement feel natural again. Second, they dramatically improve circulation. Your leg muscles need a constant supply of oxygen-rich blood. When circulation is poor, your legs fatigue quickly, feel heavy, and recover slowly. Omega-3s support cardiovascular health and help ensure your muscles get everything they need, when they need it. Third, and this is something most people never consider, omega-3s support nerve health. The signals your brain sends to your leg muscles travel through nerves. As those connections weaken with age, your reflexes slow down. Your balance becomes less reliable. Your legs don't respond as quickly or as precisely as they should. Omega-3s help maintain and protect those neural pathways, keeping your movements sharp, coordinated, and safe. Salmon also delivers vitamin D, essential for bone strength, and vitamin B12, critical for nerve function and energy production in your muscles. How to eat it. Baked with lemon and herbs. Pan-seared with olive oil. Flaked over a salad. 2 to 3 servings per week is enough to make a measurable difference in how your legs feel and perform. And now we've reached the final food. Food number 6. And I want you to pay close attention here, because this one is the food most people are severely deficient in, and it may be the single most important addition you make to your diet starting today. Eggs. Simple, affordable, and one of the most complete muscle-building foods nature has ever produced. Here's what most people don't know. As we age, one of the biggest obstacles to maintaining leg strength isn't willpower or exercise. It's something called anabolic resistance. Your muscles literally become less responsive to protein. They need more of it, higher quality protein, to achieve the same muscle-building effect that required far less when you were younger. Eggs provide leucine, a specific amino acid that directly triggers muscle protein synthesis. Leucine is essentially the key that unlocks your muscle's ability to grow and repair. Without enough leucine, even if you're eating protein, your muscles may not be responding the way they should. Eggs are one of the best dietary sources of leucine available. But eggs go far beyond protein. They are one of the few foods that naturally contain vitamin D. And vitamin D is absolutely critical for leg strength in ways most people don't realize. It doesn't just support bone density. Vitamin D directly influences muscle fiber function. Low vitamin D levels are directly linked to muscle weakness, poor balance, and significantly higher fall risk in older adults. Many people are deficient without even knowing it. Eggs also contain choline, a nutrient essential for the nerve-to-muscle communication that controls every movement you make. When choline levels are low, that communication degrades. Your movements become less precise. Your reaction time slows. Your balance suffers. And here's the truth about eggs that took decades to correct. For years people avoided them because of cholesterol concerns. But the science has now clearly shown that for most healthy adults, eating eggs regularly does not negatively impact cardiovascular health. What eggs do impact, powerfully and positively, is muscle strength, nerve function, bone health, and energy levels. 2 eggs a day gives your body leucine for muscle repair, vitamin D for bone and muscle function, choline for nerve-to-muscle signaling, and high-quality protein to fight the muscle loss that comes with age. How to eat them. Scrambled in the morning. Hard-boiled as a snack. Poached over vegetables. Any way you enjoy them. Just make sure you're eating them consistently, because consistency is what turns good nutrition into lasting strength. So there you have it. 6 foods. Sweet potatoes, oats, avocados, berries, salmon, and eggs. Each one targeting a different piece of the puzzle. Muscle repair. Sustained energy. Inflammation. Antioxidant protection. Complete protein. Nerve function. Together, they form a nutritional foundation that can genuinely change how your legs feel, how steadily you move, and how confidently you live your life. But here's the most important thing I want you to take away from this video. It's not about perfection. It's not about completely overhauling everything you eat overnight. It's about starting. Adding one of these foods this week. Then another the week after. Small, consistent changes compound into remarkable results over time. Your legs carried you through decades of life. They deserve to be taken care of. And the beautiful thing is, it's never too late to start. If this video opened your eyes to something new, please hit the like button. It helps more people find this information who genuinely need it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because every week we share practical, science-backed strategies to help you stay strong, mobile, and independent as you age. And leave a comment telling me which of these 6 foods you're going to start with. I read every single one. Thank you for watching. Take care of those legs. And I'll see you in the next video.